Justin, just what a complete game from you, from the big plays in the air to you being able to extend plays on the ground with your legs. Can you just describe how 3 wins and you coming up big with your teammates does for the confidence of this team after a win like this?
Yeah, I think it's huge. And Coach Roman and I, we kind of talked about it throughout the week of wanting to put together a complete game by us on offense. And, I thought we did a great job from the start to the end of being able to move the ball, run the ball, pass the ball, however we needed to move it. I thought the guys up front did an incredible job. And to be able to put that together against a very good opponent, it means a lot to us.
Coach said that this is the best O-line game that he's seen this season. Is that how you felt out there today?
Yeah, I think they were really in the zone, and they were, causing a lot of movement up front. And to have a group of guys like that go in and down out and fight like that, I know JK and Gus appreciate it, and it makes my job a lot easier too.
Justin, Coach just told us your new nickname was Beast Herbert because he said you're just playing like a beast right now. How does it feel, man, really inside and mentally, to have a coach that speaks so highly of you? This week he called you the toughest quarterback ever on Colin Cowherd's show. Like, this is becoming the talk of just how physically and mentally tough you are and your greatness. He keeps using the word greatness when he talks about you. How does that feel that your head coach really, truly, sincerely speaks about you that way?
Yeah, well, I really appreciate it. He's the best, and to have a guy like that leading the team, it shows out there. You turn on the tape, and everyone wants to play for him, wants to fight for him, and the guys are playing energetic. They're excited to be out there and they're having fun. I think that's the most important thing. And, he's done such a great job of preparing us and letting us go play free and fast out there. So to have a guy like that leading the charge, it's been awesome.
You won, your team won 5 games last year. Now you've won 6 here already this season. With Harbaugh, is he that good? What's the biggest difference you see that he's made to make this jump?
I think we just go out there and give our best, each and every game. We know the way last year went, and we learned from it. We've moved on, and we've taken what we did poorly last year, and we've corrected it, or we've learned from it. And we're a different team. We got different guys, and a lot of them have learned from their mistakes, and I've learned from my mistakes, and we keep moving, and it's always about the next game.
He deflected a lot of praise just now when he was in here, but what has Harbaugh brought to this team that has made a difference?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think kind of like what I just said is of just guys going out there and playing fast and free and enjoying the game of football. And he makes meetings, he makes weightlifting, going out and practicing, tons of fun. And it's not always I didn't mean like he makes it like super fun, but it's like, guys enjoy practice and they enjoy going out there and working. And I think that's the most important thing.
Justin, following up on that, what is the identity that Jim Harbaugh has brought to the offense? Do you think you guys are more a power offense? What do you see this offense has? What is the identity with Jim Harbaugh as coach?
Yeah, that's another good question. I think toughness comes to mind. Having an offensive line that does everything they can to move the defense, to create room for Gus and JK and those guys to run the ball, and then to have a great play action game where we've got guys on the outside that go make plays. They're blocking downfield and they're doing everything we can to move the ball and continue to execute on third down. So I would say toughness for sure.
So it's not only the 60 minutes on Sundays where his impact is felt, maybe even greater, more so before the game, leading into the game?
Yeah, it's a good point. He's got a huge impact being the head coach. It's game, it's practice, it's meetings, and he's done a great job of teaching that.
Justin, can you describe the relationship you have with Jim Harbaugh and what makes it unique?
I just try and make right by him. I do everything that he teaches us and coaches us, and just want to make him proud. And he's seen a lot of good football, and as long as we're listening and doing the things he says, we're going in the right direction.
Justin, can mental toughness be built in an off season in a year? Because in prior seasons, after a turnover and maybe replay reverse, that was a big momentum changer. But usually in the second half, you guys struggled the past couple of years, where in the second half, the last 3 weeks, you guys have been kind of making it your own. Is that mental toughness, adjustments, a little bit of both?
Yeah, it definitely can be. I think it starts with OTAs, and we call them the fourth quarter finishers of, after practice, after 2 hours out on the field, we're going to go do some more drills. We're going to go, pull sleds. We're going to go flip sleds. And, guys kind of create that mental toughness of, the job's not done. And, football games are for 60 minutes or however long it takes. And to be able to fight for those 4 quarters or overtime if you get it, I know that guys are tough on this team, and they're going to continue to battle.
Justin, today you had a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown. In terms of the exhilaration factor for you, how do you compare the two?
Touchdowns are touchdowns. Whether I'm scoring them, whether JK's scoring them, Q, as long as we're getting in the end zone, they're all exciting.
Justin, do you ever see the sideline reaction when you break off certain scrambles? Like, do you ever notice the defensive guys, some of their reactions?
Not until afterwards. Usually focused on the game, but I'll do my best to take a look at it the next time.
I guess just the when you run the ball, it seems to really send a jolt into the team. Do you love that feeling, seeing just everybody excited after you break off runs like you did today?
I think it's a big part of our offense where you're going through your reads and you're trying to push the ball downfield, and if the defense is playing good coverage or guys are covered and the pressure gives up, you got to be able to break contain and go make something happen. And that's exactly what we expect from JK and Gus, and those guys do that in battle day in and day out. So for me, it's just go out there, make plays, and do whatever I can for this team.
Speaking of the rushing touchdown you had, the 4th and goal, in my eyes, that's quarterback power. You take the snap, 2 guys are leading, that's you. Is that something, without giving way too much to the media, but is that something we're going to see? Seem like the ankles kind of shaped itself up, that they're calling, no, we're running 4th and goal, we're giving it to our guy, our captain, our franchise guy, quarterback power, touchdown. Is that something you think we'll see moving forward?
Yeah, I think as long as the ankles continuing to develop and progress in the way that it is, I think being able to run the ball has been huge for us. And, it's able to extend drives, and whether it's converting on 3rd down or especially in the red zone, it's a threat that you have to hold the defense accountable to. So as long as I'm smart and taking my, picking my battles correctly, I think it's a big part of our offense.
On 4th down, was that an RPO or was that designed run all along?
A little bit of both. We had the option, but kind of talking about it throughout the week, we figured that was going to be the plan.
Tennessee doesn't have a good record, but they have an excellent defense. They haven't given up more than 17 in the game, and you got 27 on them. How satisfaction of today's win over that team and that defense?
Yeah, we had a lot of respect for them. They're a very good defense, and they're much better than their record indicates, like you said, and we got a healthy respect for them, and they fly around. They're very well coached. And so for us to be able to execute and come away with 27 points, I think that's a great effort by us.
How is it just seeing the defense get 7 sacks?
It's awesome. We're doing everything we can to give them rests and breaks, and as long as we're controlling possession and being out there for 10+ drives, it's only going to help them, because you got Bud Dupree, Khalil, Joey, and those edge rushers have really done a great job.
Are you confident that your fumble is going to get overturned late in the first half?
I wouldn't say confident. I felt like I did a pretty good job of holding on to it, but those are moments where it's not really in your control, and so I'm grateful for the decision of overturning it. I've got to take a look at it and see whether I'm running it away, throwing it away earlier. So it's just something we need to address.
How much of a momentum change did that end up being?
I think it was huge. To be able to go to halftime with the lead, and to avoid a play like that is big time. And I got to do a better job of understanding the situation of whether it's throwing it away, stepping up, doing my best to avoid the tackler, but definitely things we can learn from.